Hi, this is Scott Bogren, and welcome to the video editor's note for our fall edition of Digital Community Transportation Magazine, an issue focused on illuminating new solutions for community and public transit providers. We're really excited about this edition of the magazine because it continues in our kind of history of providing tools and ideas to help those of you, our readers, who are out in the field doing the great work of public and community transportation to make those rides happen, and really focuses and kind of continues on some of the themes that we began at our expo last June in Baltimore, which was focusing on kind of new horizons and new ways of dealing with the change that we see is so prevalent across all facets of the community and public transportation industry. Change is tough to manage, and so what we wanted to do here was talk about different types of technology, different types of service methodologies, and also just different kinds of mindsets that transit leaders and advocates from around the nation have brought to certain areas to kind of create positive change and deal with the current environment. Some of the feature articles that you'll find in this edition one of our main features is one on Polk County, Florida, and Polk Transit, and how that system looked at right-sizing its service and using vehicles to provide the more efficient and frankly more affordable ways of serving all of Polk County, in addition to the cities that are in the county, also some of the more outlying rural areas. At Lake Erie Transit in Monroe, Michigan, they are looking at and just actually cut the ribbon a week ago or so on the launch of a new biodiesel fueling facility. How will that impact the system? The manager told me that recently they had won a 75% approval on a local property tax millage to fund the system. And I thought it was very important that he noted that now this biodiesel fueling facility will allow the system to remain and be able to operate within the tax framework that the community has set forward for it. In Monterey, California, the Monterey Salinas Transit, a different kind of tool. Now, what they've done is they've developed a brand new bus rapid transit line in a community that isn't a large urban area to serve that central California coastal region. And in the article, we talk a lot with Carl Sidoric, Monterey Salinas Transit's general manager, and get some of their ideas about why they looked at BRT, how that BRT line will impact the community, and most importantly, how it kind of fits the heritage of MST, or Monterey Salinas Transit's always looking for new ways to serve the community and the best ways to serve the community. We also have a couple of ideas that we present in this edition that are not necessarily focused on transit agencies per se, but we think are ideas and concepts and themes that are useful in this dialogue on illuminating new solutions for community and public transportation. One is a process known as design thinking that comes to us from the kind of commercial side of the private sector, and has been a way to develop products and services more with the customer in mind. And there's an article here that explores, one, the design thinking process. How does that actually work and what does that entail? And then two, shows some ways that CTAA is using this process to kind of test results that that we think will be successful, that will be taking place as part of our JobLinks program with the JobLinks Mobility Institute, which is going to be happening in a couple weeks here. And you can read about the teams that we have selected that'll go through this design thinking process. And it introduces an idea that throughout this coming 2013 year of design of DigitalCT editions, you'll see updates on how these teams are doing with this design thinking tool and what that's actually creating at the local level. And we also have two other main feature articles. One is a discussion that I had with Judd Smith, who is one of the co-presidents of Dallas Smith Corporation, which is located in both Greencastle, Indiana, and in Phoenix, Arizona, talking about low-floor vehicles. the history and the company's history in low floor vehicles, how they see that changing today, and how that tool or that technology can be used to deal with the demographic changes we see nationally, and then what's happening and what's coming in the future for vehicles of this size. And then lastly, CTAs. There's an article that discusses our safety programs, whether it be the certification programs, the training programs, or the accreditation programs, how those will work to allow you as transit systems to be able to fulfill and meet the new safety requirements that we saw as part of MAP 21. So this is a great issue that has a lot of meat in it, and as always, I hope you can download the entire issue. Grab those PDFs that are online of the specific articles. Share those with as many folks as you can. The Digital CT magazine is all about broadcasting an important message about community and public transportation. So I'd like to urge you to play your role in broadcasting what some of the the outputs from this magazine edition. And as always, as the editor-in-chief of DigitalCT, you can reach me. My email is bogren@ctaa.org. You can reach me also, follow me on Twitter. My handle on Twitter is CTMag1, with regular updates on all sorts of transit industry happenings. And as we start to move into the holiday season, I would also just like to say happy holidays to everybody, and I hope you get to spend some time with your families and friends. And thank you for being a great audience and readers of DigitalCT magazine.